Photobooks 3 Binding Methods. Having printed out your 20 or so double-sided photobook pages on your inkjet printer, you have a number of methods for binding them into a photobook cover. My Books. If you've bought a My Book kit and have bought a heavy-duty stapler available from any good stationers, you can simply follow this procedure. Now we've got the granny book here, and we've actually mocked up these are the papers that you get, and you have a front cover and a back cover, and you simply knock them together. Once you've created the pages, you knock them together, and you staple your book together like so, and you actually hide the staples inside the book so it can't actually be seen. There we go, so it's right inside the book, so the staples can't be seen, and you simply tear off you tear off, make sure everything's nicely lined up, and you make a nice permanent invisible bond on the front, and of course you do the same on the back. And that is your nice binding for a granny book. For the A4 landscape My Book, again, we knock together all our content, beautiful content that we printed, as we've shown in the last movie incident. This is similar images to what we see before. And again, we have a front cover and a back cover. Again, we knock it together, and we use our stapler to staple it along across, as you see, like this. So you've got about 4 staples in the spine. You enter it in. You enter it into the spine. Make sure everything's nicely lined up. Make sure everything's nicely lined up. And then again, you strip off the front cover there, and you make a permanent invisible bond on the front and a permanent invisible bond on the back. So that's the A4 landscape version. So you've seen the granny book and the A4. Now we've got my favourite at the present time, our lovely A3 landscape, and again we've mocked up our collection of prints. So we knock them together, and you have a front piece, the glossy side up, and the back piece, again the glossy side up. Now we knock them together, and then we staple along this edge, fairly close to the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4 staples, I would suggest. We then enter the pages into the spine. Now this time, make sure it's all nicely lined up. Now this time we can take off the little self-adhesive. So we take off the little self-adhesive here, although we've only got 2 staples I'm actually showing you at the present time. This will do the job. So we can take that off, make sure, find that everything's nicely lined up, and then we can turn this over, and it's beautifully stuck on the front, and over on the back again. We pull that one over, and we stick the back one down also. So let's actually show you that we're doing it. So let's do it genuinely, so you can actually see that it works. Over the back again, we'll make sure that everything's nicely lined up, and we'll push it over. Now that makes a permanent invisible bond on the front and the back. The binding is beautiful, And the final result is a wonderful A3 coffee table or portfolio album. Absolutely superb. Remember that this cover is not very expensive. The My Books A3 landscape, they're not very expensive. So you can buy them online. You can actually click under the movies to actually order your A3 My Book, or this is black only, your A4 My Book landscape, which is in white eggshell, black eggshell, or the very nice cream ermine, or the black granny book, and they all come packaged in this way with a nice explanation front and back, and you download the free software, all the instructions on the back. So that's the My Books. Now let's put that out of shot. So that deals with My Books.